One man is the ghost the underworld fears. The other is the nightmare matchup criminals pray they never beat. But if John Wick and the Punisher were locked in the same city with one mission, who walks out alive? John Wick is not just an assassin, he is the assassin other assassins whisper about. Frank Castle is not just a vigilante, he is a walking war crime with a skull in his chest. And this matchup is dangerous because it's not about who has biggest powers. There are no lasers, no aliens, no magic swords, just guns, pain tolerance, skill, violence, and planning. By the end of this, we're breaking down hand-to-hand combat, weapons, tactics, durability, mindset, and the real question, who actually wins in a no-warning street war? Now, let's get into it. Let's talk about John Wick's biggest advantage, precision. John Wick fights like every bullet cost him rent money. He does not waste movement, he does not panic, he does not spray and pray. John Wick's fighting style is built around efficiency. He closes the distance, controls the weapon, redirects your body, and puts bullets exactly where they need to go. Usually, that means headshot, chest shot, joint control, throw, finish. That is what makes Wick so scary. He's not trying to win a fight. He's trying to end the fight immediately. Against regular criminals, Wick is basically a horror movie villain. You see him once, screen goes black. But Punisher is not regular either. And that is where this fight can get pretty ugly. Let's talk about the Punisher's biggest advantage, war experience. Frank Castle is not an assassin, he is a soldier, he is a Marine, and that matters. Punisher has experience in military combat, urban warfare, ambush tactics, explosives, sniper work, interrogation, heavy weapons, survival situations. John Wick is the guy you send to kill a room full of assassins. Punisher is the guy who turns the entire building into a trap before you even get there. That's the difference. Wick is surgical, Frank is strategic destruction. And when the Punisher knows someone is coming, well, that is where he becomes terrifying. Because Frank, he does not fight fair. Frank does not care about honor. Frank does not care about looking cool. He will rake the hallway, shoot through the wall, crash a van into the building, and then, well, shoot you again just to make sure. Let's talk about hand-to-hand combat. Close quarters. If John Wick and the Punisher end up face-to-face, this becomes brutal fast. John Wick's hand-to-hand style is cleaner. He uses judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, gun fu, weapon retention, throws, and submissions. John Wick is smoother, he transitions better. He is more technical in close-range combat. But Punisher's not just some random brute. Frank is experienced, trained, and vicious. His style is less pretty, but it is effective. Punisher fights like a man who does not care if he breaks his own hand as long as he breaks your jaw first. So in pure martial arts, John Wick has the edge. But in a dirty fight, Frank's make this way close. He bites, elbows, headbutts, uses knives, grabs broken glass, turns anything nearby into a weapon. Wick is better at flowing through combat. Punisher is better at making combat, well, feel like a car crash. So the edge, John Wick, but barely. Let's talk about weapon skill. This is the category where both men are monsters. John Wick with a pistol is unfair. He is one of the best close-range shooters in action fiction. His accuracy under pressure is insane. He can fight through crowds, reload while grappling, and use guns like extensions of his own hands. But Punisher has a wider weapons kit. Frank is comfortable with pistols, assault rifles, shotguns, snipers, knives, grenades, explosives, heavy weapons. John Wick is better in close-range gun fu. Punisher is better in battlefield weapon variety. So the question becomes, where does this fight happen? If this is inside a nightclub, museum, hotel, or tight hallway, that favors Wick. But if this is a warehouse, city block, abandoned building, or any place Frank can prepare, that favors the Punisher. So close range, weapons edge, John Wick. Overall arsenal edge, Punisher. Let's talk about durability and pain tolerance, because this is where Frank Castle starts looking different. John Wick is tough, ridiculously tough. He gets stabbed, shot, hit by cars, thrown off balconies, and still keeps going. The man runs on revenge, adrenaline, and tailor-made bulletproof suits. But Frank Castle though, Frank is built like Pain signed a contract with him. The Punisher has taken brutal beatings from criminals, soldiers, enhanced enemies, and sometimes even superhuman threats depending on the version. Frank does not just survive punishment, he weaponizes it. He lets people think they're winning, then uses that moment to get close enough to take him out. That matters because Wick usually ends the fight fast. But if Frank survives that first exchange, now John Wick's got a real problem. Because Punisher's not going to stop after getting shot once, or twice, or maybe even 3 times. So durability edge, gonna go to Punisher. Let's talk about intelligence and strategy. John Wick is smart in combat. He adapts quickly. He can use his environment, predict movement, and survive impossible situations. But the Punisher is a planner. John, he's not really a planner. Frank thinks like a hunter. He studies patterns, he uses surveillance, he sets ambushes, he cuts off escape routes. That is important because John Wick is most dangerous when he's moving forward. Frank's best chance is to control the battlefield before John Wick ever gets close. He was not challenge Wick to a clean duel. He would ask, where does John Wick reload? Where does he take cover? What route would he use? What does he care about? How do I turn that against him? That is the Punisher's game. John Wick is a master of surviving chaos. Frank is a master of creating chaos. Strategy edge, Punisher. The mindset. Revenge versus mission. This is probably the most underrated part of this battle. John Wick is driven by grief, loyalty, and survival. When you take something like that from him, he's unstoppable. But Frank Castle lives in that state permanently. There is no normal Frank. There is no retirement plan. There is no peace. There is only the mission. John Wick, he wants out. Frank Castle does not. And that matters because Wick still has pieces of his humanity that he tries to protect. Frank, well, he's burned majority of that away. So emotionally, Wick is controlled rage. Frank is permanent war. Mindset edge, Punisher. Now, let's go over the scenarios. Scenario 1, random encounter. No prep, no traps, just two men run into each other and know the other one has got to go. This favors John Wick because Wick is faster in close quarters. Better gun food, better transitions, better immediate reaction speed in a sudden fight. Punisher can absolutely hurt him, but if Wick gets within pistol range, well, this is his world now. He's too accurate, too fluid, too good at chaining shots with grapples. And in a random encounter, I'm going with John Wick. Scenario 2, Punisher has prep time. Now, if Frank knows John is coming, that changes everything. Frank is not waiting in the middle of a room with one pistol like a boss fight. He is setting traps. He is creating choke points. He is using explosives, long-range weapons, body armor, decoys, and dirty tactics. Wick is amazing at fighting through assassins, but Frank is not going to send wave after wave of random goons. He's going to turn the battlefield into a kill box. John Wick can survive a lot, but even John has limits. With prep time, I'm going with my man the Punisher. Scenario 3, full gear, neutral location. This is the fairest version. Both men have their preferred weapons, armor, and know that they are hunting each other. No home field advantage, no instant ambush, but this is pretty close. Wick is better in tight spaces. The Punisher is better in extended warfare. If the fight stays fast and close, John Wick can win. If this becomes a drawn-out hunt, Frank gains control. And honestly, the longer the fight goes, the worse it gets for John Wick. Because Punisher is built for attrition. He does not need the fight to be pretty. He just needs Wick to make one mistake, one bad corner, one wrong reload, one step into the wrong room, and Frank can end it all. So the winner, Punisher, extreme difficulty. So, final verdict. Who wins? John Wick wins the clean fight. This is a sudden, close-range shootout. Wick is too fast, too precise, too deadly. But in the most realistic version of this matchup, where both men know the other is coming, the Punisher wins. Not because he's more skilled with a pistol, not because he is smoother in hand-to-hand, but because Frank Castle does not fight like an assassin. He fights like war. And John Wick can kill almost any man, but Punisher's not just a man walking into the room. He is the trap waiting before you get there. Final answer. Punisher wins with prep. John Wick wins without prep. But if I had to pick one overall, Punisher takes it 6 out of 10 times. But now I need your answer. Are you taking the Baba Yaga or are you taking the skull? Drop your winner in the comments and tell me which matchup I should break down next. Thank you for watching this video and have a great day.